need that last minute gift, or you just need a break from a long project, I got the perfect project for you. Fabric companies have been putting more and more projects on panels for us stores to buy and that we get to share with you. That's what I'm really excited about, this beautiful apron that is printed on canvas fabric. And who doesn't love coffee? I love coffee. And this is just a super cute panel. So what we're going to do is we're going to cut around here, and you're going to cut out your strips right here on both sides are your ties that help you tie your apron. And it comes with handy dandy instructions down at the bottom. So it has everything all in one piece, one panel, and it's perfect and good to go. So again, what we're going to do is you're going to start off by cutting out your sashing, the ties, not the sashing, excuse me, and you're going to cut out your main apron as well. So if I read my directions, it says cut out pieces along the outer edges. Ooh, there we go, I already did that. Finish all raw edges using a serger or a zigzag stitch. Well, I don't have a serger today, but what I do have is one of my favorite machines, the Janome 3160 QDC. This is one of my travel machines that I have to go all kinds of fun places, and I love this machine. I have all of this great space to work with. I have a needle up, down, that is a memorization. So if I start in the down position, it's going to end in the down position. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to move over, and it said a zigzag. So I want to zigzag the stitches, but I'm going to change it to, just real quick, change my zigzag right there, and I'm ready to rock and roll. I'm going to go ahead and start on a simple edge right here. And we're going to rock and roll all the way around this whole apron top with a zigzag stitch. So hang with me. I have a black thread in the bobbin and on top. And here we go. We finished doing a zigzag all the way around the edge of the fabric here. And the reason that we're going to do that is just going to help with this fraying just a little bit. This canvas tends to fray a little bit more. What we're going to do now with the mat, I'm going to go to the iron and I'm going to press this under by a half an inch, and then I will be back in a few minutes and we're going to go ahead and stitch that down. So I went to the iron and I pressed under a half an inch on both all sides of my apron and all sides of each tie off. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch on the top stitch here, and I'm going to go all the way around all of 4 of these, and on this doing a single top stitch. So, all right. We finished up sewing on the outside. I'm just trimming up all the extra little threads here. Now, if I read our directions, it says, with the aprons right side up, position the unstitched edge, which I stitched all my edges, so it doesn't matter, it's okay, of the waist and the neckties in the upper and side corners, right sides together. Pin them in place. All right, I have a couple of pins here, so I'm going to stitch this up and put right sides together. So I'm going to pin this right sides together. Put this down on the corner, right sides together, and pinned it. Now I'm going to make sure I go right over to the same side over here. I'm going to pin it right sides together. And I am going to, it says now, we're going to, with the apron right sides up, position the unstitched edge, which I remember I stitched, of the waist and the neckties in the upper side corners, right sides together, and pin them in place. Stitch a 5/8 inch seam to secure. Then we're going to flip it over, and then I'm going to top stitch it. And the reason we want to do that, because these get pulled on quite a bit, right? So I'm going to slow down my machine here. I'm going to go ahead and stitch. I'm going to back tack as well. Going nice and slow here. I'm going to back tack. take out that pin, and when I come over, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to press this way, and I'm going to stitch again right across here, because this is going to help hold that in place. I'm going to go slow again. So the reason I like to go slow is it allows that needle to get through. We have some extra thick fabric we're going through here, so we're going to just really take our time. I'm going to back stitch as well. Give that extra knot there to make sure we're nice and tight so the stitching doesn't come out. There's one. Look at that, that looks pretty good. So I like how that looks on the front there. Now let's do this other side. Then I'm going to do my necks. And the nice thing I like about this apron is it has extra long ties, so it can fit my husband, who is 6'7", or me, who's 5'4". So it's really kind of nice. And this is just such a fun project to go ahead and get this done in a super fast time. Perfect for that last minute Christmas gift, birthday present, just because I love you kind of thing. There we go, that's a good one, right? Just 'cause sometimes those are the best presents. All right, that looks pretty good, don't you think, Mark? Sure. It looks really great. Next I'm gonna do my neck. So I'm going to put these right up here, right sides together, and just for like, I'm going to put them right here on the end, right where I have my seam. I want them in just a little bit. I'm a little bit nerdy about that. I don't like it right on the end, but I want to make sure that they're equal distance, because then if it wasn't, it would drive me crazy. Definitely drive me crazy. I am a little bit of a perfectionist at times, and so sometimes I got to be careful and be nice to myself, because we just need to be nice to ourselves sometimes. Again, this is a fun, fast project here. And before I move on, I'm going to go ahead and do the top stitch. So I'm going to bring this back, and I'm going to do that top stitch so it gives that extra oomph and security, because that's a technical word, oomph. So when we're tugging on these, it's going to be nice. And by going back and forth and tacking off that end there, it also helps as well. I'm going to bring this through the sewing machine, move over to my last tie, and guess what? I think we are going to be done. And I can't wait to see this. Okay, move that over, do this tack down stitch. I'm going to cut away a couple little threads here because I like to be all cleaned up with my threads, make it extra special. All right, let's look at that. All right, now it's just time to figure out how this looks. I'm going to move some stuff out of the way so I can show you right next to our panel right here. I want to thank you for joining me for making the Bendertex Perfect Brew Apron. It is quite long. It goes down to my knees. It is beautiful. It has all of those cups of coffee on there. You could embroider this if you would like. You could maybe take some fun Sharpies with the silver and write on it. That would be really awesome for a grandma to have this with their kids with their names on them for that Christmas year. That would be so amazing. I think I might actually do that this year. But again, this is a canvas panel, Perfect Brew from Bendertex. Great, super fast project. We did it in under an hour. But with the cutting and everything, it's about an hour. So if you need a break from one of those long projects, pick up one of the Perfect Brew by Bendertex and have a great time most of all. Happy coffeeing!